Hello everyone, this is Gage from Gondorian Smith, and today I'm going to be bringing you yet another Third Aged Reforged battle replay. And this one is a 1v1 multiplayer online battle, and it had no rules. I think we each had 17,000 florins, and there were no rules. So we actually did this multiple times, and it was actually pretty fun. So the first army is being commanded by me. I'm commanding the army of Dale, and the second is being commanded by Camo 101, who is commanding the army of the Dwarves. And without further ado, I will go over the army compositions, starting with my own. So, to begin with, my main infantry force consists of 4 units of Barding Herd running all the way down my main battle line. And then I have 1 unit of dismounted Earls and 2 units of Dale Swordmasters. And most of my army consists of my 6 units of archers. I have 2 units of Avari Elder Archers, 2 units of Athla Rangers, 1 unit of Bardian Marksmen, and this is the General's Bodyguard unit, and I also have 1 unit of the Royal Guard, which is another Archer Bodyguard unit. And then to round up my force, I have 2 units of Earls, and these guys play a very, very important role. One of them does have my general in it. And so now we will go over to Camo 101's army. So he has 4 units of Ironfoot Pikemen in the very front of his army, 4 units of Ironfoot Guard, 2 on either flank, 4 units of Ironfoot Warriors, kind of like finishing off his box formation, which is very, very, uh, well, I'm just not going to talk about it, but it's a good strategy. It's a good strategy. And then he has 3 units of Ironfoot Crossbowmen and 1 unit of Khazad Orc Hunters. And this battle, as you can see from the frames up here, is a very, very quick one. So we will start this off. So right at the beginning, I just begin firing down on his pikes with all my 6 units of archers. Because I mean, I'm not gonna charge right away, definitely not, because his infantry will be able to outdo mine easily. Like I'll just get absolutely destroyed. So I'm just gonna sit back for a while and begin firing at him with arrows. So at this point, I thought he was going to just full on charge, because that'd be a very smart thing to do, because I do not have very much infantry. So as I see him moving up, got very worried and began moving up my own units of infantry. So I moved my Barding Herd in the front lines to kind of form like just a long pike wall. At the same time, I'm firing arrows at this one poor unit of Iron Pikemen. I'm also moving around my 2 units of Earls, and as I said before, these guys do just absolutely beast. They get so many kills. I think with both of them combined, they got like almost 1,000 kills. I think one got 500 and like 58, and the other one got like 400 something. So yeah, this poor unit of Ironfoot Pikemen is just getting absolutely melted by my archers. And actually, he did something very unexpected. He did not keep moving up his infantry. Rather, he just moved up just enough so he could get his Khazad Orc Hunters and Ironfoot Crossbowmen in range. So I'm totally fine with that, because my 6 units of archers should far be able to outdo his 4 units of archers. Well, 3 units of crossbowmen and 1 unit of archers. But so I'm not too concerned about that at all, because it'll also allow me to do cycle charges right into the backs of his army. Because that's the good thing about this block formation, that he is now shifting to more face me directly, because it allows him to totally defend his archers from what I'm doing right now with cavalry charges. However, he has not put his Ironfoot Warriors in shield wall, or they're not even facing my cavalry. So you'll see in just a second here, I charge right into these 2 middle units, and it's just absolutely crazy. So look, so this is unit 152, 152, and you'll just see what happens. See, we're just absolutely destroying them. A unit of 152 all the way down to, I believe, 58. So that's 2/3 of the unit right there, and on both of these. This one had a little bit better fare against the cavalry, but I didn't lose a single man in that entire charge, and we killed about 200 troops right there. And so I'm just going to keep doing this, because as he's not advancing, I'm just going to keep firing my arrows right into his pike line and other infantry as I just keep doing more and more cycle charges. So right here is where I basically just decimate this poor unit 52, who's still not facing me. Oh yes, they managed to turn around just at the last. Yeah, and they're down to 2 troops. Well, nope. But he does actually charge his Ironfoot warriors into the flank of my cavalry, which is a good idea, but I do manage to pull them out before getting too many losses. But at this moment, the thing I was most worried about are these Ironfoot Guard, because these guys are absolutely beast, and he has 4 units of them. So pretty soon here, I will start targeting my archers at his units of Ironfoot Guard, which will be a very good target because even though they have swords and shields, it's firing right into their backs. So he has moved his 2 flanking units of Ironfoot warriors where his other ones were, and he's beginning to charge them at my cavalry, but it's just not going to be enough. These units of Ironfoot warriors will absolutely just get destroyed. Yes, look at that. All the way down to 45 for both. For both. So this is so far the battle is going very, very well for me. I'm just absolutely destroying his back line while at the same time using my archers to just absolutely pepper down his army. And also this is more just a video just to test if my recording software is up to scratch now, because in my last videos it did get a little laggy, which was very strange because it never got laggy while I was watching the replay or even playing the battle. But it only got laggy when I started when I rewatched the video. So hopefully I changed a bunch of things, and hopefully that should be able to fix it. He also so anyway, he has brought one unit of Ironfoot Guard over here, and they very successfully managed to stop this full charge from the Earls, only taking about 10-15 losses maybe. And I don't know if he's losing a bit of micro, because, yeah, I think that's what happened, because he's like kind of charging his crossbows right at me, which I'm totally fine with, because I will be able to just charge straight into his crossbows, which we will not be able to stand up to the Earls at all. He is also, yeah. So yeah, this unit of, I believe it starts at 152, is all the way down to 107 because of archer fire. So this unit of Ironfoot crossbowmen was at, I believe, 70, and now it's all the way down to 35, so half. And same is happening over here. This unit of Ironfoot Guard is also getting just melted. And so now that I see that I've pretty much dealt with half of his army, yeah, I have, just right at half. I'm beginning to move up my own infantry, because I think now that he's down to about half strength, my infantry should be able to deal with his. So, and yeah, and at the same time, I'm just charging my Earls back and forth. But we did take pretty heavy casualties because he did a very, very smart move and used his crossbowmen to focus down my Earls rather than my So, yes, and I'm just charging back and forth into these Ironfoot Guard, which it probably would have been better if I just went at these Ironfoot Warriors, because I could have just gone straight through.
We will smash the enemy.
But, I didn't. Yeah, and as you can see, my Barding Herd, still Swordmasters, and Dismounted Earls have begun the fight against his own fights. So as his pikemen and units of Ironfoot Guard are just so depleted, he won't be able to stand very long against my very fresh units of infantry. However, on either flank, he actually does do very, very well. I began to be worried about each flank. But as you can see, like right here in the middle, there's only very, very few Ironfoot pikemen left. Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, I guess, because as my cavalry is still here, he is being forced to leave units of Ironfoot Guard and warriors to try to protect his archers against my cavalry. And he has now put them in shield wall, which is a very, very smart thing, because cavalry does not do good against shield wall, especially if it's that of the Dwarves. However, these Ironfoot warriors will not be able to stand up even in shield wall to this charge of the Earls. As you can see, they're all the way down to 6 now. So that has left an open hole into the ranks of his archers, and so I will begin to target his archers with my cavalry. As well as over here, since he has brought his unit of fire to the flank. I will charge into his ranks. And as this is a very precarious situation, I guess I could say, I am targeting quite a lot of my archers right into this flank. And yes, I have charged my earls into his iron crossbowmen as well as his Khazar earls. And over right in the middle here, these two units of Barding Herd have completely finished fighting. They have no one else to fight, and that's the kind of the issue with having Cav and microing, because I actually lose micro on these two units of Barding Herd, and they're just standing here, just taking quite a lot of friendly fire actually, and not having anyone to fight. Where they could have been much better used if I had flanked around this end right here. And I see the menace that is posed to my right flank, so I also charge my one unit of earls over to his side, while I use my other to charge into his crossbow. Yes, so this unit of Iron Guard is now way more finished. Great. But yes, all along the infantry line, except for on this far flank, we have basically won. As I said, I've lost micro on these two units of Barding Herd here, and the units of Dwarven Pikemen here are about to succumb to the disadvantages. We'll have only lost a couple troops as far as I can tell. I don't really play as Dale a lot, so I don't know the exact troop count of all the units. But also, I was very worried here because I thought this unit of Ironfoot Guard was just starting to go after my archers, so I send up my Avari Elder Archers, who are out of ammo, but I noticed that they were actually breaking, so that's fine. But they are still, yeah, I use every unit of archers to fire at this breaking unit of Ironfoot Guard, because I thought that they were still fighting.
Our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Yes, and so KMO 101 has admitted defeat, and I have won a heroic victory. So I had 18,000 men, 1,800 men deployed, and he had 2,442 troops deployed. KMO 101 got 351 kills. I got 2,083. I do kind of wish I could see his kills, because I want to know what did the best for him. But anyway, we'll take a look at my own kills. So, as I said, these two units of Earls getting about 900, maybe 950. Yeah, like 950 kills combined. This unit, my general's unit getting 558, and the other unit getting 397. My archers did very well. This unit of Avari Elder Archers got 237. Guardian Marksmen got 216. The Athel Rangers did pretty good, but my infantry did not do the best, but that's fine because there wasn't much left to do. So yes, this has been the battle, and I hope you enjoyed. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you did, and farewell wherever you fare until your Iries receive you at your journey's end.